talking to the young people of Ohio, telling us that we need to not vote for Vivek Ramaswamy. And I just wanted to share this because I thought it was interesting and it just, happened. So this man right here, his wife, I believe, is a teacher and he is a bodyguard and he does like contracted work, stuff like that or whatever. And him and his wife were using the United States Postal Service to traffic drugs. Yeah. Traffic drugs. So I'm going to put some of the articles here on it. But what I want to talk about is this man is Vivek Ramaswamy's family bodyguard. Okay? And his wife's a teacher. I mean, you can't make this shit up, man. Divine timing. Another fucking reason. Nope. Sorry. No. No. Look, his bodyguard can't even follow the rules. He's already taking advantage of the system he works for. Nope. Not happening. Nope. Sorry.
2, cut out the identity politics. It doesn't suit Republicans. It's not for us. That's the woke left's game, not ours.
I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
If you are an Indian, a Hindu.
When Vivek looks in the mirror, this is what he sees.
Vivek Ramaswamy might be showing the whole world how to lose an election. Vivek started as pretty much a nobody, and then he ran for president in 2024, which he ended up dropping out and endorsing Trump. And then he was supposed to be a part of Doge with Elon Musk, and then he backed out of that. Then he basically told the whole world that we need H-1B visas and that Americans don't work hard enough, which obviously pissed off Americans. And then he decided to run for governor of Ohio. So the other day he came out with this Wall Street Journal article where he says social media is a trap for politicians. I'm swearing off Instagram and X where it's too easy to get a distorted sense of the public's concerns. Apparently any kind of post now on any of these sites is just going to be from his team, I guess updating on if he's doing like a campaign or something. But he himself is not going to be running these accounts. It's funny because he just posted this less than a month ago. If you're scared of your comment section, you're not fit to lead. Funny how things change in just like a 3-week period. His opponent in the Republican primary has straight been calling him out on it. In 2026, in the age of social media, you can't quit social media and expect to win an election. That is the best way to talk to your voters and communicate with them. And what you're saying is that you're scared of them or scared of having any kind of pushback at all. It's not a good look when you're trying to be the leader of the whole state of Ohio.
Vivek Ramaswamy's bodyguard has been arrested for drug trafficking. Remember, Vivek is running to be Ohio's next governor. And you know what he's saying in his campaign? Vivek is saying that he's going to stop all drugs from coming into Ohio. He's saying he's going to stop the fentanyl that's coming into Ohio. But what? That doesn't make any sense because his own bodyguard is the one doing the drug trafficking. So how is Vivek going to stop all these drugs? See, it doesn't make sense. And remember, a few days ago, Vivek swore off social media. He wrote an article saying that he quit social media because he couldn't handle it anymore because of the mean and nasty comments. But the truth is, he was getting ahead of the story because he allegedly most likely knew that his bodyguard was going to be arrested, so he wanted to get ahead of it. So he made up a fake story about quitting social media for other reasons. Because he knew that he will get roasted on social media, which is what's happening. Because right now on X, everyone's talking about this story. This story is going viral. And Vivek may try to pretend that he's quitting social media for mean comments, but that's not the truth. And actually, why is he even quitting it? I mean, yeah, if you go on X and you go on his account on X, there are a lot of mean people there. But I mean, that's what you expect, right? Because Vivek sided with MAGA. And MAGA, well, their feelings on Indians are not the best. They don't really care for Vivek and they don't really like him because he's not one of them. He's not white. And Vivek is trying to be accepted. He's looking for a white acceptance, but MAGA will never accept him because he's not white. So he's doing something that will fail him. But let's continue. We have more videos to go through. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, thank you so much for watching and please consider subscribing and make sure to hit the notification bell. I respect all of you. Thank you so much.
So like 2 Christmases ago, Vivek Ramaswamy wrote this tweet basically saying that the reason America's failing is because white Americans are lazy. and that they should take a page out of the Immigrant Tiger Mom handbook and just like send their kids to like the Math Olympics or something. Anyway, he got bullied so hard that today he wrote an article for the Wall Street Journal calling off social media completely. He genuinely got bullied off the internet. Also because he's like 5'2".
Different vision of American identity that's emergent in certain corridors of the online right. And it says that your identity as an American is based on your lineage. I think the idea of a heritage American is about as loony as anything the woke left has actually put up. The part that I find insulting is when you say today black Americans don't have those rights after we have gone through civil rights revolution in this country.
You are sitting here telling an African American about the rights and what you find insulting about the way I live, the skin I live in every day.
Here's where you and I have a different point of view.
Black and white that black people don't have in this country.
We've seen how Vivek Ramaswamy has sworn off social media. He says he wrote in the Wall Street Journal this week saying he deleted X, he deleted Instagram. He's just going to have his aides post for him, saying that politicians can get stuck in kind of a feedback loop on these apps, and it's not a real representation of reality, he said. He also said it's easier said than done, so we'll see how long this social media detox lasts. But I think it's also important to note that social media not only helped Vivek rise in the 2024 presidential election, got him on the map, also with Doge, but it's also gotten him in trouble before. There's that tweet that's gone viral a few times where he talks about immigrants being like Screech and typical American students being like Zach from Saved by the Bell. That got a lot of criticism. So for now, the Republican candidate for governor, the presumptive nominee for the Republican Party here in Ohio, swearing off social media. What do you think? Is this a good decision?
Starting his campaign, framing himself as an outsider ready to shake up a broken system and bring affordability to Ohioans, Vivek Ramaswamy has chosen one of the most entrenched insiders in Ohio politics for his lieutenant governor. Rob McColley has spent his career rewriting the rules to lock in Republican power and take power away from voters, pushing massive tax cuts for the wealthy while shrinking funding for schools, infrastructure, and basic services, and steering Ohioans' money to billionaires, including a $600 million taxpayer giveaway to the owners of the Cleveland Browns, while claiming Ohio can't afford to fully fund public schools. Vivek Ramaswamy's lieutenant governor pick proves that he is just going to continue to protect the status quo, looking out for the wealthy, while Ohioans continue to struggle with higher and higher costs.
It's been very unhinged with their news this week. First things first, Vivek canceled all his social media accounts. The team is the only ones running the social media because he got backlash from his own party from the recent speech he did at Turning Point. I wonder what it's like when the people on your side use their own racist tactics against you. Second, DeWine got on stage to let everyone know, hey, fraud is not happening in this state. So please stop getting on social media and stating that fraud is running rampant with the Somali community in Columbus. A Republican governor got on stage and said, bro, this is not happening. We have steps to prevent this. And last year, they found 0.2% of fraud in Ohio. And last but not least, some guy vandalized.
Vivek wants to be accepted by MAGA so bad, but they're never gonna accept him. He's just a token to them. And remember a few years ago when Vivek said that he's a hard-working Indian immigrant and that white Americans are lazy? Oh man, he got roasted by MAGA so much for that. They still haven't forgotten about it because Vivek doesn't seem to realize that he's not really supposed to question white MAGA. I mean, Vivek is supposed to punch down on other Indian immigrants. That's what he's supposed to do. Vivek is supposed to be the poster child of white racism. He still hasn't figured that out. And it's funny because they're always asking him about his religion, about if he was born in America, and he always has to explain it, but MAGA is always like, I mean, you're not really Christian, you're not really American, because you're not white, so you're not one of us. So he still doesn't really get it. So Vivek doesn't understand that he has to accept MAGA just insulting him, making fun of him. That's what it means for a minority to be in MAGA, and Vivek hasn't really understood that yet. And now he's running for the governor of Ohio, and Ohio is a mostly white state, so we'll see how those elections turn out. But Vivek, he fucked around, and now he's finding out what it means to be a part of MAGA. So I have a question for all of you. Is Vivek gonna F when it comes to him wanting to be part of MAGA? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And one more thing, guys, we're a small channel, we're still growing. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you.